Hi guys, Chef Matthew Nagan here. Um, I've been waiting a while to do a video for everybody that I'm okay, and a lot of people don't know that I sold my restaurant, house, everything in Sonoma. Um, Closed in early January, and I was on a plane. It was really rough because I had credits with Delta that had to get used at a certain time because I thought I was going to be out a year ago when my chef friend Michele was here, was with me in Sonoma. And so I left January 6th after everything was done and over for my new adventures. Very happy. I was like so happy I could go, and I'm very sorry I didn't get to say goodbye to everybody. That hurt a lot, and I'm sorry. Left out of San Francisco, ended up in Rome, and when I went into Rome, go through the customs, and I take my little passport, and you put them in those little machines. They're very efficient now. They're great. Put it through there, boom. Go see the guy. Hey, come stai? Come va? How are you? Everything's good. I'm happy, right? Guys, looks. Then he goes on the computer. So I'm standing there probably, I would say, oh God, my God, over a minute, you guys, over a minute. Thinking, what could be the problem? I got a new passport. Everything's okay. We already went through that charade, I don't know, years ago. And so all of a sudden, here comes this guy, Policia, and Mr. Nagan, come on over here. So I got ushered into the back customs offices. And I said, come va? Problemi? I mean, there's a problemi, my documenti, my passport, Aspetta. Wait. Okay, no problem, I'll wait. And I knew I also had a connecting flight to Florence because I knew Chef Lido and Antonella was there to pick me up. So this must have been at least, I would say, 20 minutes later. So the guy says, Veni, come on, let's go inside. And he starts printing out these documents of my permesso di soggiorno, which is my permission to live here, to have my residency, if and little to be known to me, well, no, I knew, I didn't finish them all. But I'm trying to figure out how Luca could put me in the system that quick and then deny because I didn't finish them all out. And I didn't really understand. And so they gave me these documents to sign. And my neighbor, Claudio, he's great. He's a policeman here. And I had, so after I returned here, I made it to Florence. Chef Lido and Antonella picked me up, took all my stuff, and ended up going back to San Gennaro, putting everything in my house, and trying to get settled in. So at least I'm out of there. I made it here, which was awesome. And the next day, I asked Claudio, and he reads everything. He goes, Matteo, just you wait, you wait a minute. I'm gonna call some people, and I know someone there. So my friend Marie, I said, Marie, we gotta go down to the immigration because it said I have to leave now in 14 days. So then we call our friend, and we said to our friend, Franco, we have a problem, and could you meet us here And he met us down there, and what a great guy. I mean, this guy's awesome. I mean, gets the job done. So he says, but I don't want to come until you're the next in line. So we're there like 2 hours. So he said, you call us, and then when you're next in line, I'll come over and I'll see what I can do. So he does his thing with the woman. The woman says, okay, well, let's go in the back room. And he looks at me, he says, hold my umbrella. Aspetta, wait. I said, okay. I said, oh, deal, Marie, now what do we do? He goes, he'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. So he comes back and he looks and he says, well, they stamped it. And he said, that's fine. And you don't have to worry about this paperwork because they did give you the stamp. And I thought, okay. And he says, Matteo, come on, Matteo. Now you must really do something, okay? I said, okay, but I need some help. I have some help in this. And so we had a coffee, we all left, and the adventure goes, and we keep going. Then I'm here for probably, well, no, I'm still here. So the first 3 weeks, everything was okay. The virus was going, the virus was happening, but it was concentrated mainly in Milan. So even the Tuscans are thinking, well, you know, we don't really know. We don't know. And we don't know if it's going to come here because the concentration was up north. And so for 3 weeks, we got to enjoy life, unpack all my things, try to get organized, put everything away, go out for dinner, go see some of my friends for lunch, and aperitivo, cena, dinner, and after about 3 weeks, and also enjoying soccer. So that's another thing. The championship league was going, Italian league was going, the English league was going. I mean, it was, man, we had soccer 4 nights a week. It was wonderful. I mean, it was just great. And then when things started hitting the fan, then it got a little bit more serious where I couldn't believe watching soccer and no one in the stands. You have 100,000 people. Now you're watching soccer with no one in the stands. So I'm thinking, well, no, this is strange. So they'll let them play soccer. Don't put people in the stands. Okay. I got my notes. It's very crazy. So after it was heating up in Milan, in between time, I did get a car. So my first week I didn't have a car, and then I got a car. So that was really nice because at least I could drive around, feel the fresh air, roll the window down because the weather was beautiful. And so I told my friend Michele, I said, hey, you know what? I got to get Wi-Fi in the house. I have to. So we went down to the little store, and the guy says, okay, well, he's going to come this week. Okay, well, what do you think? Well, we don't know. Do you want morning or do you want afternoon? I said, I'll tell you. I'll take whatever. When they come, just have them come. So this little guy comes, young kid, nice kid. But I didn't have enough Italian to try to explain why. He knew why he was there was to get my TV going and Wi-Fi. But there was no wire. So it never came from outside into the house, and we have these little holes out there with the tubes so you could feed it in. So me and another guy tried to do that to try to figure out where it was going in the house and spent all day doing that one. Now that was incredible. But now I kind of understand where all the little tubes are going, so that was kind of good. Little kid looked at me and goes, basta. No più per me. I'm leaving. You're leaving? Yeah, no. Io vado over there. I don't want. Takes off. I call Michele. Michele, the guy takes off. Ah, Matteo. Well, okay, let's go back down to the store. Go back down to the store. Have another appointment. So this guy shows up. He's a little bit older, 40 years old. New York Yankees hat on. He's got the mask. And he just takes one look. He goes, no. He wants one more person to help him. And I said, really? Io persone? I can help you, bisogno, or, I can help you. No. Ciao. He goes. I said, Michele. What the fudge? Now it's got to be, this is pretty funny. And I already had Sky here, so I kind of looked at a Sky package, and what I should have done, and I didn't procrastinate, was Sky was already set up. Why didn't I just get Sky? But Sky is only Sky for the TiVo solo, and then I would have to get a separate internet, but me and my pal Doug go to another place. They said, no, we can do this right away for you. I should have just done it. It's already wired for Sky. But then it's old wiring from 14 years or 10 years ago. So I'm thinking, okay, this is not going to work either. So now I'm waiting this week. It is March 20th. We started this a month ago. Hopefully they might come Thursday. Team, T-I-M, will come and put it directly in the house. That's what they're telling me now. So we'll see. But it's on limited basis because nobody is working. No one. So I'm hoping that they can get here. So we still don't have that. Okay? So after about 3 weeks, we were free to do what we wanted to do. And then the Italian government comes in and they said, okay, we're going to put a curfew down to the whole country, and you have to be off the streets by 6 p.m. So that means you can go do everything you have to do during the day. You can have a quick aperitivo, hit a store, and go home. That's all. Nothing more. I said 6 p.m. Now what are we going to do? Michele, what are we going to do? Matteo, non lo so. Non lo so. That means I don't know. Non lo so. Or non lo sai, depending on how you say it. So that was incredible. So meanwhile, since when everything was kind of coming down, my friend Tommy, we were talking to each other every day via WhatsApp. And he said, well, you can always come back here. I said, come back there? I just left there. I just left. Why do I want to go back when I just left? No. So I call my friend. No. Can't do that. I call my friend in Portugal, Danilo Casey, and she's got a nice apartment down on the river, central Lisbon. And I talked to her, and she says, yeah, you can come here if you wanted to. You know, this was before they shut all local flights out in Europe completely. And so I procrastinated a couple more days. She sent me a private message and she says, Maddie, you can't come here. I said, well, what do you mean? She goes, no, you can't because I have a job in a hotel and I have to inform them that I'm going to have someone staying in my house, and nothing personal, but you're from Italy. I said, you got to be kidding me. No, 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 no. I said, okay. I said, guess what? It's fine. And the next day, I guess is when everything just started getting cut. International flights. And we were still on the lockdown at 6 o'clock. And it's not, I don't think it was even March. I don't think it was March 1st. It was still in February. And so I said, that's fine. I said, you know what? I think it's all for the better, because if I would have ended up in Portugal, then I would have had to boot, and I would have had to go, I could not come back to Italy. So now why would I leave this place? And if I would have been quarantined somewhere else, and then I don't have a home? And I thought, no, wait a minute. I don't think it's that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad, and you can do it, Maddie. Don't worry. You can hang in there, and you're going to have to hang in there. So I'm really glad I just didn't make that quick flight, Portugal, to think that I could come back again, because that was not happening. Once Ryanair cut everything off, that was it. All the international flights, Emirates, everybody, they are canceling all international. And then we went to full lockdown. Full. Then they said, oh, done. You cannot go on the autostrada at all. So what I want to say is, what they mean by a complete lockdown is everyone is in their home. Everybody. The only things open now, guys, is this. Grocery stores, pharmacy, banks are very limited in tobacco shops. Okay? What would the Italian do without their tobacco? Hey, I joined them. Doesn't matter. It's tough. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, it's beyond. And so we're 3 weeks in. We are 3 weeks in lockdown now. And what I mean by lockdown also is, if you can imagine like Maple Grove, Minnesota, or Sonoma, California, or White Plains, that little area, you can't exit. Unless, no, you can't exit. You have to have documentation. You have to have. So my friend Christina printed me out documentation, and it's in my car. So if I do get pulled over, I can show the policia what it is, where I'm going, and if I'm just in, like, if you're in Sonoma, you can't go to Boy Springs. You can't go to Vineburg. You can't go to Petaluma. Oh, I'm just gonna go run some errands. Run errands? Come on, guys. You guys have got to take it more seriously. Here, it's absolutely horrible and horrific. And you're not getting the right news. You should go to BBC and actually see better news of what is really happening in Italy. Also, before I go into my cooking thing, I just want to say, here's another thing. We're over 5,000 dead now in Italy. And I just heard 50 priests, because the priests were there doing the Santo Cristo, Santo Spirito on people when they were dying, and then they got infected, and then they died. Doctors got infected, and then they died. And they are dying, I should say. 2 doctors in Lucca, but many up north. So it's really it's really crazy. So I wrote, it's hard. You can read it. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. There's no funerals. And then when the military came in, everyone in Italy was freaking out. Oh my God, the military's coming in. Well, the trucks came in to go up to Milano, through Livorno and Genoa, to bring the dead down. And to hold guard of people not coming in and not coming out. So they wanted to try, that's why we're here now, so we can try to suffocate it. I believe that's their intention. Once again, I don't know. I'm just thinking everyone is in their house. We have to suffocate it. That's the key. So imagine refrigerated trucks full of dead people and no funerals. You cannot say goodbye. That ain't right. It's worse than you think. Let's see. Move from camera. I don't know why I wrote that down. So anyway, then I also have been cleaning, and every once in a while it's so crazy for my excitement. If I hear a car on the street, watch this. You might see my window. I go over here to the window, and I look down. And I'm like, oh, okay. Who's that? Who's that? Or who's over here? Yeah, sometimes it's a espresso truck bringing in espresso to people and things like that. And but that's the excitement inside the house. You can see right here. See that? It's a place setting for one. And now what I'm going to do is I got my dominoes. So I'm going to pretend. I'm going to have a little pretend date tonight. Then Michele's on one side and I'm on the other. And I'll shuffle the bones and I'm going to try to play dominoes pretending that he's here. Most of the time, you guys, I walk around my house and I just talk to myself. I go out, I download a video or I'll shoot a video and I come back in and I walk around the house. The kitchen is right now completely military clean. I mean, we're talking military. Hands scrubbed, sanitized, all the marble countertops, everything is clean, top to bottom, all the drawers, boom. Don't want to look at the living room, I'm not going to show you that. No way. And so, yeah, and then I go outside. My neighbor, it was kind of fun. Claudio's son, Andrea, was out. We spent a day last week, about 3 days ago, I think on Saturday. It's Tuesday, I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. So we were out there and I took my little chainsaw and I started cutting the bamboo. And they're actually kind of happy because it's my freaking land. Or Ron's land, not mine. I'm out of it now, so it's all awesome. If you know what I mean, Ronaldo. And started burning it. And so now we're burning everything. So now every day I can it's too cold, but we'll go out and I'll try to do 2 hours. I kind of slipped the other day with the chainsaw through it. My glasses fell and they're way down, but I'm not going to get those again. Thank God Costco, you get 3 for $10. And so that was one day, go out, do this, come back and do a video. That's pretty much my entertainment. Every day here is the same. I mean, the same. I'm just asking and thinking to you guys, I don't think Americans, I don't know anybody that could do exactly what I'm doing. You'd go crazy. And then when I see everybody, even the Italianos, they see people and they go, why isn't America taking this seriously? And I said, I know. You're all freaking entitled. And it's terrible. And right now, we might be out by June 1st to have a summer. You guys probably will not have a summer. If you don't clamp down and try to get this thing going. In New York, 3 weeks too late. Florida, all those kids down there, the governor, get a new one. And it's about time to get a new everybody. Democrat, Republicans, I'm not going to talk politics. I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Don't even care. So, yeah, I talk to myself all the time. It's great. Every day here is like Alzheimer's. So it really doesn't matter. So the older I get, I think I'll reflect back and go, oh, I've already been there, you know? And so then about 2 weeks ago, I started doing more cooking because it takes my mind off of everything. And then I took photos, and then I took a video, and then my friend Doris saw the video, and she got back and she says, Maddie, you gotta put that up online. I said, well, shit, how do you do that? And so I kind of tried doing it, and then I called my niece Megan, who is, I can say she's really smart, you know, really, really smart, but this is her business. So she got me set up. We're a little bit farther advanced along in the Instagram. I have to do a little bit more in some backfeed with her, which is nice because I'm now learning and I'm really interested in learning. And then when we started the YouTube, it was called American Chef in Tuscany. And I thought, well, no, man, this could take a long time. So I want Chef Lockdown Tuscany because I'll just keep that. I don't really mind. And then with the outpouring, you guys, seriously, the outpouring of people, random phone calls of people that I get on the personal, Facebook personal, Lorenzo up in Healdsburg. Loved your father too, bro. And Austin McInerney, just out of the blue. People sending in suggestions. And now my friends from gelato school, culinary school, high school, you guys, I'm jazzed. I'm getting jazzed. I'm not as bored as I was, and I hope I don't bore you with the videos, but I'm just trying to do the best I can. The tripod just came, so I'm gonna have a tripod, but I'm now waiting for the little to put on top to shoot. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I sent a letter, actually today, and to the Consul General of San Francisco. Finally, I found it in my iPhone, and it's really hard because this iPhone's goofy. And now I want to get on iPhone because I got to say something. This is ridiculous. And I think I can speak for a lot of people out there that are not techies. Okay? I'm doing a video right now. What happened if I had to go to the bathroom? Why, Apple, why, Pear K, you cannot put a pause button on there? And then I can put it again and I can come back and still shoot. Not all of us are Einsteins, guys. Can you do that for me? MatthewNagan7@gmail.com and send me the info so you can do it on my phone. You got all those people down there in Silicon Valley. They ain't working. They're not working. Now you can help me. This would be great. You guys pass that along because I'd appreciate that. I think we all would, you know? And so I sent an email to the Consul General in San Francisco. I met him through Dario Cecchini, the famous chef in Panzano. And I actually got to see Dario 2 weeks ago, which was wonderful, and see his wife Kim, who's fabulous. And I asked him, he helped me in the past with something else, but I will not be able to get out of here for my 90 days. And I never got a tourist visa because I thought I could just keep coming and going. And so I'm going to miss that 90 days, and I just don't want to be, there's going to be some problems here. So this is something else. More exciting stuff for me, huh? I think it's how I like it. I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm hoping to hear back from him today or tomorrow and to see what I can do. Because and I'm not flying to New York and I'm not flying to the United States. So I might have to go see Putin. I want to meet him anyway. I'm going to talk to this cat. Seems interesting. So I might have to fly to Russia if they're not under quarantine. I got to go to a country that's not going to quarantine me. And then I can come back. So other than that, I think it is March 20th, pretty sure. And we found out that, actually when I knew that everything was really going to hit the fan, I forgot to put the Pope down there, Poppy, okay? When he took off Holy Week and Easter in the Vatican, that's when I really knew we had a problem, Houston. That's the second week of April. So just imagine, we get to March 1st. No, we're March 20th. We have to go to May 1st. Then I talked to Lamberto today. He's the Corno Rosso, the little bar guy. Possibly June 1st. So imagine my life these 3 months. And while all you guys are out there driving around and doing this and doing that, I'm happy to stay put. I'm happy to stay safe. And hopefully soon, Italy will come out of this. It's so devastating. It's really devastating. And everyone over there is crying about, yeah, you know what? Everyone's losing money here too. Blah, blah, blah. Italia, tutto insieme. Importante. They're all coming together. The flags are out. Everyone's singing. Everyone is doing the things they can do inside their home. Truck drivers are making videos as they're driving through, showing people there's nobody on the road. The spirit here is high. It's not doom and gloom, but everyone is staying together, and that's what keeps me going, and you guys are keeping me going. Seriously, thank you.